how and when did you know that you were doing in life what you were meant to do? Because I think that's part of the quest of the entrepreneur, is to achieve that. When did you know it? How did you know it?
When did I know? I think I've known you. I think you know it at different stages, at different levels, at different times. You know, it's like I can remember one that stands out from you. And yes, that pops in my head is President Clinton calling me. I was with Peter Guber, my partner in the esports business, and we both owned the LAFC new MLS franchise, soccer franchise, building a stadium here. I was at his home in Aspen, and he says, "The president's on the line for you." And it was President Clinton. And I picked the phone, and I talked to the president for a few minutes, and he told me what's going on. And I said, "Mr. President, I'm completely honored you want me to come visit with you, and I'd love to, but I want you to know I'm not a fan." I said, you know, it was the time in which you said the economy's stupid, and then you turned around and did all these things that weren't related to the economy, and he looked like a very weak president at that point. And I remember Peter looking at me going, "You just told the President of the United States you're not a fan." He's calling you, telling you, inviting you to come out to Camp David. But it was great. I said, I want to be sincere. I'd love to serve you, but I'm not a sycophant, right?
Yeah.
And so I went there and spent time with him. And I think the moment I know that I was doing what I love was, well, there were a couple other people there, and they were all trying to get his attention. And he and I went for this walk, you know, and this deer went by, and he was telling me, you know, about all these past presidents. And he was honestly at the time complaining about how unfair things were. And I thought, this is the President of the United States, and he's effed up. And I'm 31 years old, and I got to help this bastard, you know. And then that night he wanted me to stay, and it was New Year's, and I left Aspen with my family and Peter, and I promised my family I'd come back, and I said, "No, I promised my family, Mr. President," I said, "I'd be happy to work with you in the future," and I left. Leaving the president when everybody else stayed was a moment I realized I'm doing what I'm really supposed to do. I've kept my party straight. My family's still number one. Making contribution is number two. I'm able to play on the scale that's global, and I'm able to play on the scale that matters most, which is local and family.